Okay, on page 120, number 26, they give you the angle negative 3 pi radians, and negative 3 pi radians is coterminal to pi radians, which corresponds to the standard angles on the unit circle. If I travel negative 3 pi radians in the clockwise direction, there's negative pi radians, negative 2 pi radians, and negative 3 pi radians. I land at the same terminal side as if I just traveled pi radians in the counterclockwise direction. And the coordinates for 0 radians, pi over 2 radians, pi radians, and 3 pi over 2 radians are listed. And here is pi radians, again, which is coterminal to negative 3 pi radians, and that was the given angle. The question asked for just the sine of negative 3 pi radians, which is 0, which is the y-coordinate value on that unit circle, corresponding to pi radians. Just for practice, I listed the other 5. The cosine of negative 3 pi radians is the x-coordinate value, which is negative 1. Tangent ratio is 0. Y over x, or 0 divided by 1. The secant of negative 3 pi radians is the reciprocal of the cosine ratio, which is negative 1. Now, this is something we haven't talked a lot about in class, which we're going to go into a little more in depth the next couple of days. The cosecant of negative 3 pi radians is undefined because it's the reciprocal of 0, and 1 divided by 0 is undefined. Similarly, the cotangent of negative 3 pi radians is also undefined, since the tangent ratio is 0 and 1 over 0 is also undefined.